Hey, it's Justin Popovich here. In this presentation, I'd like to show you how to use a blog plus PLR, private label rights content, for lead generation content delivery. Okay, so what does that mean? It's kind of a power-packed title here. Let me break it down for you. Lead generation in general, if you have an online business, you have a blog, you have a website, the traditional model is you want to give something away to people that are first landing on your site. Maybe they don't know who you are yet, and give something away for free in exchange for them joining your list. It's a very classic model. You're probably already doing this, or if not, maybe you're looking to set it up. Now, the traditional way of doing it is, let's say you have some kind of opt-in form or sign-up form. The person provides their name, their email, and then in the welcome email, you send over a PDF, a free ebook, let's say, or maybe it's an MP4, which is a video, or an MP3, which is an audio, or maybe a combination of those things. But you send it, they download the content to their hard drive, they go through it, and maybe they're interested in your business, maybe they're not. Lead generation works in different conversion rates for different businesses. So what I'd like to suggest in this video is that instead of delivering the free content inside of a downloadable file, why not try delivering it on a hidden or private blog page where the added benefit is you have dynamic content, right? If you're not creating the PDF and delivering it, you're creating a web page with the same content, but that web page can be changed and altered and modified. You can add things to it, you can take things away, and you can create some additional selling content that goes and kind of mixes in right with your lead generation content. So it gives you a little bit more of an opportunity to sell, to brand yourself, but at the same time, you're still delivering high value free information for this new person that's joined your list. They're still a lead. They haven't bought anything yet, but you're providing all this information in a more dynamic interface that may give you a better chance at converting that lead into an actual buyer. So the cool thing about this method that I'm going to show you is that it's easy to set up and manage and to change, right? Versus the traditional model, let's say you're giving away an ebook for free. In order to change that ebook, you've got to go and actually change the original source file, repackage it as a PDF, change your autoresponder so that, or whatever you're using to deliver it, so that you're delivering this new PDF file. Versus if all the content is on a web page, and especially if that web page uses WordPress, you make the change and it's done. So this model may be something that works well for you, or it may be something you try in one of your sales funnels or your lead generation funnels. So I'd like to show you kind of a live version of this so it's not just theory, and you can kind of follow along and copy me or copy it to a degree so that you can try this in your business and see if it works a little bit better. Maybe it gives you a better conversion rate. Maybe it converts twice as many leads into buyers just by virtue of changing your delivery process. So the four main steps we're going to go through here is, first, set up a subdomain to host the content. Remember that this model is we're delivering some kind of free advice, free tip, free training. Instead of in a PDF or in a video file, it's going to be on a private web page. So that web page needs to be set up on some kind of domain. I'm going to suggest a subdomain. Maybe it's private.yourbusinessname.com as an example. I'm going to be using one called pages.jpopovich.com. I'm going to use, in the second bullet here, something called the one-pager theme. It's from woothemes.com. You can follow along with this example if you want to buy that theme, but you could certainly pull this off with other free themes as well. I just like the one-pager theme. It'll give you kind of a flavor, if you haven't seen it before, of type of style you might want to try this with. But by all means, feel free to either copy the theme I use or use your own. The third point, I'm going to use a PLR product to create the free content. So in this particular example, I'm going to be using a self-confidence product, and we're going to be talking about or simulating maybe an online seller who sells self-confidence training or personal development type of training. Then I'm going to show you how easy it is to then insert ads or calls to action right inside of that free content to give you more of a selling opportunity than you may have otherwise if, let's say, if you're using the traditional ebook or video free content model. So let's go through it with a live example, and you can see exactly how this process would work. All right, to set some context for you here, this is a PLR product called Be Bold. It's a self-confidence, sort of simple steps to building self-confidence, if I can learn how to speak here. And basically, it's a full PLR pack. Let me just show you what's inside of it. There's a main report. This is kind of an ebook you can sell, 6,100 words on self-confidence tips. There's some articles. Scrolling down here, this is what I want to focus on. There's a mini report called The Journey to Self-Confidence. It's a little short report designed for lead generation. So it's a very good example to kind of match what we're doing here. Just kind of whetting the appetite of people who may be interested in developing self-confidence. it's not a full report that we would sell. We would give it away in exchange for them joining our list, right? So this PLR pack in particular says, hey, you can use a squeeze page. You can tell your leads or your prospects to sign up for your list, and then when they do, you can send them this PDF. Now, what I'm going to do is alter that model a little bit. Instead of sending a PDF in my autoresponder once they join my list, I'm actually going to redirect them to a private blog page where I can do a little bit more of the stuff that we've been talking about in this video. Now, here is the PLR product behind the scenes here. It's everything that I showed you on that sales letter is here. This is the mini report right here called the Journey to Confidence. It comes in Word doc format, and I believe I actually already have it open right here. So let me just show you here. Like I said before, it's around a 1,500 word document. So a little kind of teaser report. There's 5 sections: intro, how to prepare yourself for confidence, beginning the journey, the confidence journey, staying on track, and then keep moving forward to the ultimate goal. Now, I'm going to take all of this content, and instead of delivering it to my prospects via PDF, I want to put all of this content into a hidden blog. Okay, so this is the theme I'm going to be using. I mentioned it earlier. This is a theme from woothemes.com called the One Pager, and it's a very, very simple theme to set up. I really like it for both sales pages and in some cases like this, for delivering information in kind of a newer style. It looks modern and current. And it's very easy to learn, and you can be up and running quickly. And the way it works is basically you've got this header, you can customize it or you can keep it very simple. And then what it does is it populates the rest of your page with a bunch of blog posts. So if you want to have 5 sections like we do, right? I believe there's 5 here in this little guide. We would create 5 blog posts, and each blog post would contain the content of that chapter. And then it would display on this page like so. Now this one's showing a variety of the features here, but this section here kind of shows it the best. Like this would be a chapter title, and then this would be the content of that chapter. They would scroll down to read more and more. The neat thing about this is because it's a blog and because it's WordPress and it's going to be on a hidden component or hidden subdomain of my site, so people can't just browse it and read it, I can deliver this as educational content with the added benefit of now I can also insert ads or additional calls to action embedded within my content, and I can keep it current and up to date, in my opinion at least, more easily than I would if it was a PDF we were delivering to that customer. So here is the process we are going to use. I've got a sample blog set up here. Let me show you what it looks like. It's just on a blog, pages.jpopovich.com. So you would want to set up some kind of subdomain on your blog or website. And when you first install it, the headline says the one pager. It's based on your WordPress general settings here, so I have to change it there. And then it pulls in all of your blog posts. Now I've got the Hello World blog post. I've got some work to do here. But very, very simple start. And all I need to do to turn this private subdomain, this private WordPress page, into a content delivery mechanism for my freebie, for my prospects, is add 5 blog posts that pull in that content from that report that I showed you. So again, instead of delivering this as a PDF, I'm going to deliver it in the form of blog post. Now, I've already done some of the work behind the scenes to make this demo run smoother, but let me actually set a couple of the basic settings here. Obviously, we want the header of our private blog here to match Journey to Confidence, right? The delivery of this free content. So that's done under our general settings. Again, you don't necessarily need to know this if you're not using this theme, but let me put it here just so you can kind of see where I'm going with this. Journey to Confidence. And we will save that. And then refresh the page. So Journey to Confidence, and then we'll kind of build this out so that the rest of this page is actually the text from our Journey to Confidence guide that we're going through here. Now, this is where I've done some of that work behind the scenes. So all I did, just to kind of, I want to save some time but also not skip it so you don't know, so you're familiar with what I did, was I took those 5 blog posts and the 5 chapters from that Word doc I've been showing you, and I turned them into 5 blog posts here, and I just put them in the pending state so they wouldn't show up yet. I'm going to move them all into published state, and you'll see it start to build this page out here. So let me take the first one here, the Journey to Confidence, the beginning one, and move it from pending review to published. We'll update that. And I've also, I should mention, I've set this theme up so that it pulls the full blog post in right here. So there's the Journey to Confidence, the intro. And I'll show you exactly some of the little tips I did here as well. But let me first move all of these into a published state so that the full report, that 1,500 word report, is now available on this blog instead of in a PDF. So it's basically ready to go for us to send our new prospects here when they sign up for our list. Okay, so I'm going to move all these into published state, click update there, and go back over here and refresh it. And now we should see the 5 chapters. Let's review them again. They are intro, right here. How to prepare yourself for confidence, there. Beginning the confidence journey, staying on track, keep moving forward. Staying on track, keep moving forward, okay? Now, a few other things I've been doing sort of ahead of time, and I want to show you a few of them, additional ones as I go through here. Let's look at the first one. I took the content. I literally just grabbed the title of the report, and I then took the content of that first chapter and did a copy. Literally just highlighted all this, copied it, and then pasted it into the visual editor of the blog post. Super simple stuff, right? Paste. But then, to spice it up a little bit, I added this poster. Now, I'm going to do that again. This poster happens to come from the same PLR pack. So now we can make the layout and the delivery of this not just text-based, but we can make it look a little bit nicer, more appealing to the eye, so to speak. So I've done that for the first 2 blog posts. Let me go back over here and show you exactly how I did it. We'll start with this one here, beginning the journey, the confidence journey. So I'm going to edit this one. I've already copied and pasted the text from this section here, right? Beginning the confidence journey. All that is copied and pasted. But what I'd like to do now is add a poster. So I'm just going to simply click Add Media. I'm going to upload one of the posters from this PLR package, the Be Bold package that I was showing you here. So let me go and grab one of the JPEGs from here. This one is, I want one with where I can see the word confidence that really pops out here. Or courage, that's a good one too. So let's grab that and we'll insert it into the blog post. Now, a couple things here. These posters by default are pretty huge. So I'm going to allow WordPress it to resize it down to a smaller size here. It happens to be 240 by 300, which I like. I'm going to link it to nothing. I don't want people to click on that. And I want to align it to the left. And let me show you why. So it inserts it there. I'm going to update that post. Now watch what happens here on the main site. We've got the first 2 blog posts, which I prepared before I showed you any of this stuff. I aligned the first poster on the left. I aligned the second poster on the right. So I want to go back to the left here just to kind of keep the page looking even. I'm going to refresh that. And you can see that poster now shows up in here. Now you can argue that maybe it doesn't look so good with these bullet points kind of rolling over to the right side and then underneath the poster. I still personally like it. The way this theme displays its information looks good to me. But to me, this is a nice little example of I'm combining various elements of the PLR package to build what I think is quite a nice delivery, nice looking way of displaying some good content here. Teaching people some of the basics about confidence, but in a way that's kind of unique to read. It's not a PDF. It's a private web page that makes their experience with you and your website a little bit more interesting. Let's add one more poster here to the Staying on Track section, just to finish that thought. So we'll do the exact same process. I'm going to align it to the right again to match our back and forth sort of sequencing there. We'll upload one more poster from this PLR package. We'll grab it from a different folder, so it's a different style. Put that one in there. Obviously, I would normally read a little bit more about what the quote was on that poster, but I know it's about confidence. And we'll align this one to the right. Same thing, we're going to let it resize it down to a medium sort of thumb. Update that, and then let me refresh this page so we can take one more look at it. And there it is there, Staying on Track. The final chapter, we'll just leave it as pure text. Maybe you want to insert something else. We've got an infographic that we've included in this package as well. So you could really play around with this to build a nice delivery page. But this is a little bit of a different experience now. We've got this great content. We can send people here once they join our list. But more importantly, we can start doing additional things here, right? They can read this content, but at the same time, why not stick? Well, I'd have to get rid of the hello world. Let me do that as well, just to show you this kind of in dynamic format. We'll make it a pending review for now, or I could just trash it really. I want to make sure that's not there because it's not part of my content. There, it's gone. But what about now, over and above telling them about this journey to confidence, what if we wanted to add a new blog post? And the newest ones go at the top, by the way, where we do some kind of advertisement. So let's say here, I'll leave the title blank because if you notice this theme, it pulls the title in by default, right? The title of the blog post is right here. I want to add some kind of ad or banner advertisement right at the top to encourage them to buy something. So I'm going to leave that title blank. But let's do nice big text here, heading 1 text. And obviously this is a real hack. It's just to show you the concept more so than the actual way I do this. But let's put something like sign up here. We'd make that linkable for 50% off my self-confidence training course. Because again, we're probably using this journey to confidence as a little teaser to make sure people are interested in actually learning this stuff. So we publish that post, and now your ad, pardon me, is at the very top. If I'm refreshing this page, right here. Your ad now goes to the top before the content. And could we also insert another ad for it between each blog post? Sure, why not? Little reminders of what they can buy. Or at the very bottom, we can have an additional call to action down here saying, I hope you enjoyed this. Next step, we could have a next button. Click next to get the rest. And it wouldn't be any more free content. It would be sign up for whatever. And you would direct them to a sales page. And you would just simply work with the theme to make it lay out the way you wanted. But hopefully that gives you an idea of how to get creative, not only with the format of delivery, going from the PDF download model to a dynamic web page model, but also the fact that when you're working with a PLR package like this, you can make the display of the content look quite nice by inserting posters or graphics, moving things around, using a nice current theme like this. Like I didn't even modify the header color here. I could use an image. I could do a lot of other things with this theme, as I showed you here with the demo. So I'm only using this theme to its, maybe 10% of what it's actually capable of. But you can really get creative with it here. But I've given you a model that you can work. That's not all that hard to set up, right? You need a subdomain, you need a theme similar to the one-pager here, you need some PLR content that's dynamic enough, like the example I showed you, to set up a nice delivery of a lead generation sequence here. Instead of a PDF, you send them to something like this and give it a shot. Maybe, one of your next funnels uses this model instead of the traditional model, and you see an increase in the number of people actually taking you up on your offers. So hopefully you like it. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks very much for watching. This has been Justin Popovich.